has got the airwaves on lock.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen.
May I have attention, please?
This is Mambo Mseto na Winnie M. The People Station. Radio Citizen. Radio #1.
The reason why I invited all of you here, and the main purpose of this press briefing, is the state of the industry. What I mean by the state of the industry, because the industry is bigger than all of us. The journalists, the stakeholders, the musicians, the industry is bigger than us. Without the industry, sisi sote hatuko. And when I mean, what do I mean by state of the industry? Actually, I think the right word to use right now is the industry is in a confused state. Why do I say that? Journalists are throwing jabs at musicians. Musicians are throwing jabs at journalists. Everyone is playing the blame game. And no one has come up with a solution or a way forward. How do we go from here? Most recently, we had our neighbors from Tanzania who had a very massive, successful concert in Kenya. I don't think it has never happened with a Kenyan in Tanzania. Actually, we did more than that. If you ask, we did more than that. And in fact, ours, we toured each and every province of Tanzania. But I can say maybe the press chose not to talk about it. But for them, I think after so much effort, they've done one. But you're all talking about it. So I am not here to blame the press for what's been happening. Partly, I will tell you what's your contribution towards that. And artists also, or the industry players, I will also tell you what's your contribution towards that. For press, what I would say is, or media in general, they should not be blamed. They should not be blamed because at the end of the day, it's business. And when you're in business, you always tend to work with what's happening or trending. But again, we must also have rules and regulations. You don't go overboard. Because at the end of the day, pia unajua kuna watoto wanaweza lala njaa pande ingine. So for me, the reason I've called you here, I want us to find a way. Of course, I'm not calling you here so that we lock foreign music in Kenya. That's impossible. Even if you stop playing it, guys will go on YouTube. If there's demand, there's nothing much you can do about it. So, I did not call you here to tell you, let's strategize on how to lock Bongo or Niger. No. I've called you here to find a level ground on how we can work, how we can give opportunity even to more new artists. Because also in Kenya, we've had the culture of recycling. Here go, here come. It's not bad. Those who can reinvent themselves and survive in the industry, it's okay. But I think we should also, because our neighbors, if you see what they've been doing, is giving chances to new talent every now and then. On our side, what have you been doing? The same old people crying day in, day out. It's okay, it's your work. That's what they do for survival or for a living. But also, the only part that I can say, media, you are not doing is, I can give you a short story of this gentleman in Masai Regalia. He's called Naiweti. We had a talent search in Baringo sometimes in 2016. We worked with Dennis closely. Baringo Rising Star, he is the winner of Baringo Rising Star. So if we did not go to Baringo, meaning Naiweti will not be here today. And today he has done a big collab with Waire that is dropping today. A song that you all be singing to this song from tomorrow. I've given him a chance, and I'm hoping the media can also give him a chance. And that's how we'll be able to build this industry, and it will be more competitive. Next to Naiweti, we have Miss Tony. I can confidently tell you this is the lady who's going to take over the Kenyan music industry as much as female artists are concerned. She has what it takes, and at the moment as we are talking, her single is out. And what we want to do right now is to give more fresh new talent at least a chance. Because as much as we have veterans, we need to respect them, but we cannot just be in the business of recycling day in, day out without giving new talent a chance. So, as per the media, I'm sure most of you, and I invited you, you thought maybe I'm calling you to reply someone. I did not call you to reply someone. Some things I think is more of a non-issue. There's more important issues to address, and I'm talking as an industry stakeholders, as one of the biggest players in the music industry. And I can just give you an example. Wasafi, they've been around for almost 3 years, as much as I can remember. Fundi will correct me. They've been around, I think, for almost 3 years. But why don't you ask yourself a question? How comes they took over from early 2017 up to now? I can confidently say this because we were not around. We stopped releasing music. And that's why everyone got the Wasafi effect. They've been around even when we were around, but the only person who you could see his head was Diamond. You could not see any other person. So, of course, in every business, everyone has their own strategies. And these guys, they mean business. I have nothing against them. They are just in business like any other person. They want your ears the same way I want your ears. So for guys, I can say especially for music industry stakeholders, especially the musicians, the producers who are pointing fingers at the media, I will tell them just go back to the drawing board. It's a competitive industry. Work hard, make a lot of crossover hits, because these guys are making crossover hits. From the village to the cities, from the streets to the bedrooms. So you need to do the same or do better than that. And for the journalists, I was talking to Matiko. For the journalists, I think you are a bit lazy and you don't do your research well. I cannot say everyone, but some. And as I said, I don't like being a crying baby. So-and-so has done so-and-so. No. What happened? Wasafi have a song, one of their biggest songs at the moment, called Kwangaru. Go to your phone, get Kwangaru, play it, listen to it, and then go to your phone, to YouTube, play Dufla, Tempo by Dufla. They've stolen the beat for Tempo, but I've never seen any journalist writing about it. And they are both big songs. 3 years ago, Tempo was the biggest song. Now, Kwangaru is the biggest song. So it's something obvious, but you did not write about it. So for me, on your side, I say, you failed, but I didn't want to be a crying baby, oh, sijui nini, and then you start writing, oh, this guy is looking for publicity stunt or looking for some attention. So I did not want that. So I'm just thinking, you are important as any other industry stakeholders. Of course, right now, everyone is a blogger. Anyone can write anything, but now there's the major players. you lead and the rest follows. But if you become lazy, now tell me about the other blogger who is operating from his bedroom. The kind of stuff they will write.
Jiunge na Mseto East Africa Family kwa kusubscribe katika YouTube channel sasa. Weka notification button on, upate updates zote mapema. Kumbuka, Mambo Mseto, nyumbani kwa malezi ya vipaji.